Well, Ciryl Gane has provided an update since he last fought Tom Aspinall and poked his eyes out. The UFC have told him he doesn't have an opponent just yet, but he's still grinding away and he's training over with Tai Tuivasa. And Tom Aspinall responded.
Bully Aspinall makes an appearance and he said, no, there's not a date yet. I'm not medically cleared to fight and have to have surgery thanks to your disgusting fingernails. I'll be back soon to smash your face in. You cheat.
But I love this side of Tom. He doesn't give a shit. He's not trying to please the UFC and be a company man. He's just saying f you to everyone. And this makes me excited for the eventual matchup.
But what's more concerning for me is he's having surgery. Like, I feel like that's kind of news.
It's a very serious injury, but he's not...
Smash your fucking face in soon, you fucking cheat, mate. Yeah. Tom's not taking any fucking prisoners, man. He really isn't taking any prisoners, okay? Y'all must have forgot. This guy's changing his energy, dude. It took you to poke the bear in his eyes, apparently, for him to hit this switch, okay?
Can we get full-time Bully Aspinall after this smear campaign? How are you going to be on the comeback?
Mate, when I come back, there is no more Mr. Nice Guy. Nice Tom. When it comes to MMA, he's gone. And I'm going full bad guy, I think.
Tom Aspinall has finally snapped, and Ciryl Gane is in the crosshairs. After weeks of silence, surgeries, scans, and backlash, Aspinall has stopped playing defense. When Gane mentioned he has no opponent lined up, Tom made it clear. This rivalry isn't just about rankings or titles, it's about respect, accountability, and how fighters are treated when things go wrong. In Aspinall's eyes, the reason there's no opponent is obvious. He's dealing with a serious eye injury.
No shit, there's not a date yet. I'm not medically cleared to fight. I'm about to have surgery thanks to your disgusting fingernails. I'll be back to smash your face in soon, you cheat. Yes! I need this energy out of Tom. If he were to go into the next one just explaining himself non-stop. And he would be sat up there being victimized by the MMA media. So when was this and everything? Oh, well, you know, I just had to have the surgery, you know. I was having a doctor's this. And he's still explaining himself. We don't need no more explaining to be done. This is the situation, okay? This is how it fucking is. And he'll be back soon to smash your fucking face in soon, you cheat. Okay? And this is the energy that we need to fucking see. Alright? And we've still got comments on Instagram that are fucking pissing me off. Tom was also getting pieced up before that I poked two, shake my head. And this guy's fucking name's Rent Free. I hate rage bait and I hate that it gets likes. Why does it get likes? Because it's rage bait, but there's enough fucking idiots out there that just think that's true and just like it and agree with it anyway. People intentionally have the incorrect take, and those takes seem to get fucking unanimous.
Saying Tom didn't continue.
Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so.
And then also, who gives it to eye pokes?
Who gives it?
Well, listen, I didn't continue. I'll tell you why I didn't continue. Because I'm not a dummy. Like, I'm not going to go out there and fight one of the best strikers in the world if I can't see. I know, as an MMA fighter, look, things are going to happen in the fight that compromise you. Go back and watch my fight with Arlovsky. At the end of the first round, he punched me right in the eyeball.
Final 20 seconds of the first round. Oh, hit right from Arlovsky.
For the rest of that fight, I couldn't see him out that eye. That's fine. If you get punched or kicked in the eye, that's fine. But if you get double eye poked in both eyes and you've got no vision because of a foul, why should I carry on so some dummy can look and say, oh yeah, Tom just got knocked out? Because I ain't going to fight if I can't see anything because of a foul.
So for Tom, unfortunately, and even his dad said this, he's like, Tom has 3 fights left on his contract and then we're going to get a boxing super fight. We're out of here. Because think about it. Well, let's say he beats Ciryl Gane, right? So we're never seeing that again. Who else would you pay to see him fight? Now it's gonna be free on
only John Jones, only.
Yeah, so he has 3 fights left. So you're gonna get Ciryl Gane. He'll get the winner of Alex John, which happened at the White House, and then maybe fight if he loses that, which he will if it's John. If he were to lose that, he fights the loser of John versus Alex. Those are your 3 fights from Tom, and then you go to box. Because let's say he's re-signed for 6 fights. Who are you gonna watch him fight? Volkov already beat him.
Are you
Pavlich already beat him.
Yeah.
Curtis Blades beat him.
Yeah.
Almeida, he doesn't deserve to be in the top 5. Acosta, those top fucking, besides Curtis Blades, 2 through 15 aren't even in the top 25 of this 2015. So for Tom, he was born at the wrong fucking time.
Some reporters think that because I think that he should box because it's more money, that affected him in the fight. I've never heard as much as people saying what I say affects Tom in a fight. I say loads of things to loads of people. People who are around me all the time know that. Boxers are around me all the time. It's just because of the money. And it's the back to, if your son was a fighter, would you sooner him fight for a ton of money or not a ton of money? It's a no-brainer, but people still have a narrative of what a fight is.
Does Tom want to go into the boxing world and maybe fight a Tyson Fury, maybe fight a Deontay Wilder?
I don't know if he does, but I think if you get into that top percentage of the sport, the UFC do not pay anywhere near as much as the boxing does. And I know, being around Tom every day, that when he spars good boxers, he spars good. So I think he'd do really well against a real high-class boxer.
With Zuffa boxing under Dana White's leadership, do you think there could be an eventual crossover where you get a massive super fight that could be on a Netflix?
It doesn't depend on me, that depends on Dana White, but I think Tom has the ability, because I've seen him box at the highest level against some real good guys, that he could.
There's no fight because recovery comes before entertainment, yet Aspinall is the one under attack. His frustration boiled over when he accused Gane of being a dirty fighter, suggesting the eye poke wasn't accidental, but part of a bigger issue often ignored in MMA. When Tom said he's coming back to smash Gane's face once healed, it wasn't trash talk, it was weeks of pent-up anger. And this shifts the narrative, because for most of the fallout, Aspinall has been the one taking the heat.
Tom Aspinall, the guy who just won the interim title. He's phenomenal. And he is, again, the next the next advancement of the evolution of the sport.
How so?
Well, because he can do everything. That guy's got elite jiu-jitsu. He's got elite takedowns. His striking is outstanding. I mean, he knocked out Sergey, who's the scariest fucking striker in all of MMA.
Yeah.
And he knocked him out in the first round. And the way he did it was just picture perfect. And he did it with a fucked up back. He f***ed his back up and wasn't able to train for like he f***ed his back up in one of the sessions when because he only got the fight call 2 weeks before the event.
I was just going to say, right? Yeah. Like it's just,
he didn't even
took
train
it early.
He didn't even train. He couldn't train. He couldn't train. So he just went out there and fought. He just said, let my back heal up. I'm fit enough. Yeah. I'm in shape enough. I'll do whatever I can do in training, but he couldn't wrestle. Yeah. He couldn't do much sparring. His back was fucked up. So he had to kind of let it heal as much as it could in like 10 days and then go out and fight the scariest guy in the sport.
Ever. Yeah. Crazy. Did you call that?
Yeah.
I know you called it, but did you call,
I had no idea. I had no idea. Both of those main events, I had no idea. It was like you couldn't, Sergey could connect on anybody and put them to sleep. He just knocked out Derek Lewis in one round. He knocked out Tai Tuivasa in one round.
Yes.
He was a monster. And so you watch Sergey and you go, I don't know. You watch Aspinall, like I knew Aspinall was going to have a speed advantage because he's faster than any heavyweight.
Yeah.
And that's something that his coach drilled into him when he was young.
Speed.
Like, be fast. Like, you've got to be fast. That's what's going to separate you from everybody else.
Speed kills.
Speed.
Yeah.
And he's a giant dude, 260 plus pounds, but he moves like a fast young guy.
Yeah.
Like a light guy. And so and he's also just so well-rounded. And he's just beginning.
Damage to the eyeballs, and that will happen when a 6'6" Frenchman sticks both of his fingers knuckle deep into your eyeballs, okay? So that's not surprising. But what is surprising is that he has something called Brown syndrome, which basically is where the eyes aren't moving in tandem with one another. So therefore, the eyes, which are basically cameras, right, for your brain, in case you don't know, they're seeing different images. And when you see different images, you see double, or maybe sometimes the brain cuts out one of the images so that it doesn't get confusing and you don't get headaches and stuff like that. And then, of course, when you're only seeing through one eye, you have problems with depth perception. So, of course, he's been advised that he can't fight yet. Now, that's a real shame because Tom should want to get back in there ASAP. He does want to get back in there ASAP. Remember, he said on this video, he spent 6 months training for this fight.
You train your ass off for 6 months for a fight, then to get double eye poked, to be left with no vision for nearly 6 weeks. How do you think I feel? Not feeling fantastic, am I?
It's the first real undisputed heavyweight title match that he was a part of, and he got robbed of it in one round through no fault of his own. Now, in the video that he put out there, he said that Ciryl Gane did this on purpose. And they highlighted a few areas where the fingers were kind of outstretched. And yes, he was poked in the eye before, and then he had the double eye poke. So he said that Ciryl Gane did this on purpose. The whole plan was to try and, I forget the exact wording, something like, limit his ability, put him at a disadvantage so he couldn't fight as well.
Watch the fight back. That's when I really got the gist of what's going on. The guy was trying to poke my eyes out all the way through that round.
Now, obviously,
fans and commentators criticized Aspinall for stopping the fight, ignoring that eye injuries aren't negotiable. Gane faced no consequences and moved on. While Aspinall bore the blame, a reflection of a bigger UFC issue where health takes a backseat to optics and momentum.
Talking shit about Tom, but he apparently still can't see. Here's the thing. The other eye got hurt as well, but not as bad, but it looks way worse. The finger goes way deeper in the other eye.
And it's crazy that everyone that talks the most has never been poked in the eye. Not even a little bit, accidentally.
Oh, it's horrible. The idea that you can't see and then you're supposed to fight a guy, it should be an instant 1 point deduction.
He doesn't have detached retina. There's no damage to the eye. So, he should heal up soon, and we'll figure out when we can make the fight again. He's at home, he's recovering, and as soon as he's able to fight again, we'll book the rematch.
Online, and Tom's the one 6 weeks later still having to go to the doctor and still can't train and do any kind of combat. So he's the man that's living with this, okay? So you understand, you kind of will get emotional, you will be pissed off, and you will think that Ciryl Gane was doing that on purpose. I still don't, okay? I don't think Ciryl Gane did that on purpose. What you want to do is crack someone in the face, and when the hands are out, when you go to grab, if someone comes in to take you down or whatever, sometimes that happens. That's why this whole rule of the fingers being up, not allowed there, but they're allowed there, is stupid.
This is number one bullshit.
Because what happens when someone comes forward and you got to grab them, because you can grab, you're allowed to in the rules, fingers go haywire, go into...
Aspinall's outburst matters because he's not just angry at Gane's. Angry at the culture that expects fighters to risk long-term health for fans who won't care once the damage is permanent. The MMA community is split. Some say Gane did nothing wrong, but many overlook that Aspinall was still competing and being jabbed a few times. It wasn't some one-sided massacre. It was a real competitive fight.